It's Sunday morning, I'm hungry, and I've got 6 ingredients. So I'm gonna make andouille hash. What are my 6 ingredients? Well, here they are. I've got about maybe a third a pound of bacon, 2 andouille sausages, some leftover tri-tip from a couple days ago, maybe a quarter cup of chopped up onion, 2 potatoes, these are russet potatoes, you could use any kind, and 1 bell pepper. First thing I gotta do is I gotta chop up the rest of these ingredients. First thing I'm gonna work on are these potatoes. I wanna get these down into a nice small chop so that they'll cook in the pan. I'm not pre-cooking these at all. These are gonna go in the pan with some bacon and some onions. So I wanna get these down fairly small here. And again, these don't have to be tiny squares. If they're thin, like this, those will cook fine. Any of you real chefs out there laughing at my knife skills? Go ahead, I don't have any knife skills. I'm not a chef. And are all my pieces gonna be perfect? Nope. Because I'm just a dude who likes to cook. I should get a shirt made that says that. See what I'm doing here to get this? I'm cutting this into 4s and taking half of it, cutting those 2 more times. So now we have 4 in this portion, and I'm just slicing through to create these thinner chunks. So there's our potatoes. Now when we're cooking these potatoes, it's going to be bacon grease and everything in there. If we need to add a little butter, we will. Let's get this red bell chopped up. Cleaned it out a while ago, but I'm sure there's a few little seeds and things in there. I don't mind a few seeds. And this is going to be a real rough chop because I don't want these to be little pieces. I want them to be a little bit kind of like this, you see? Just like that. Sort of a larger slice, chop, dice, whatever you want to call it. Just making sure any of the bigger pieces aren't too big. That looks fine to me. There is our red bell pepper. Next, I want to get a little chop on our tri-tip here. This was some really good tri-tip. Came out of a video I did the other day on building a DIY portable smoker. Again, rough chop here. This is only going to go in near the end to get a little bit heated up. There is our tri-tip. These are a couple andouille sausages I picked up at our local Sprouts market. I am just gonna slice these sort of like this in rounds. Fairly thin, but not too thin. Is that specific enough for you? My dog smells something. She's coming over. Roxy, it's not for you. I know chefs out there are going, he's gonna lose a finger. I haven't yet. Doesn't mean I won't. This andouille smells really good already before it's even in the pan. There's our cut up andouille sausage. Last but not least, our bacon. This is Applewood smoked bacon. I'm just going to do a very rough chop on this. I also want these to be a little bit bigger pieces. Here's our chopped up bacon. I already have the onions done. I'm gonna get this in the pan. So I'm just using my regular old trusty nonstick pan. I'm gonna do it to start out at about medium heat while we get this bacon in there. Now with this bacon and the andouille in this hash, I don't think we're going to have to add any seasoning. I'm almost 100% positive we're not going to have to add any salt. Maybe some pepper, because I love pepper, but maybe not. Got to work to break apart these pieces that are still stuck together here. And they'll come apart easier as it starts to heat up. There is that bacon smell. You can't smell it, but I can. Okay, I'm going to add the onions. And now our potatoes, because they need to get cooking. And our peppers. So a reminder, we're over medium heat right now. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of water to this and cover this pan and let this go for about 5 minutes. So it's been going for a few minutes, but there is something I need to add. It's not salt, it's not pepper, Tabasco. Gotta have some Tabasco in here, even with the spice of that andouille. Cover that up, let it keep going for another few minutes. Time to get our andouille in here so it can start adding some flavor. Potatoes are starting to brown up a bit. All right, so I'm gonna make a little spot in the center here for just a minute to get our andouille in. This andouille's been pre-cooked. I think it's smoked. Never made andouille sausage. I'd like to try that actually. We're gonna start mixing our andouille in. I want these flavors from that sausage to get everywhere. And let that cook here for a few minutes. We'll stir it a few more times, and right near the end we'll add in our tri-tip because the tri-tip's already cooked. Just gonna bring it up to temp a little bit and get some of that andouille flavor. Oh, this smells so good. A few stirs here. Getting close to adding our tri-tip. Time for the tri-tip. We are just going to mix this in. Some purists will say, oh, your sausage needs to be in tiny little dices, or your potatoes need to be smaller, or I don't care. This is hash to me. Hash is ingredients that you can throw in a pan together and cook and get this. And I can already tell you it's going to taste great because the smell right now is incredible. I am going to add a little bit of black pepper, I decided, because I like pepper. Wow, this is looking and smelling so good. I am going to call this done and get it on a plate. There it is, andouille hash. One of the things I really like about this is look at the colors. It just has such vibrant colors, this dish. The reds, especially with the andouille and the red peppers, but you get that crispness, that brown, that earthiness of the potatoes with the crust on them. I gotta eat this. I am digging into this. Look at that. The smell is something. All right, let's get some potatoes, some andouille, some bacon, some onion. I'm trying to get everything on there at once. Some tri-tip. Here we go. Mmm. Oh, wow. Mmm. Oh, wow. Both my dogs are at my ankles right now. I may not get through this myself. Look at that. Mmm. I love andouille. Mmm. Yeah, the addition of that tri-tip, it gives some more body to this dish. Oh. Mmm. Wow. Now, if you're going to try and make this, you can switch it up. You want to use different kinds of potatoes? Go ahead. Different kind of onions? Go ahead. More onions? Go ahead. Anything you want. This is a hash. I don't think there are a lot of rules with hash, except make it taste good. Mmm. Mmm. I just love that crispiness on the potatoes. Mm. The total time in the pan was about 12 minutes. So that's not bad from start to finish. The key is getting those potatoes small enough so they cook in that amount of time. You could use some pre-cooked potatoes if you want. If you don't have the time, you just want to throw everything in the pot and be done in like 5 minutes. You know, saute up your bacon, your andouille, your peppers, your onions right then. Throw the potatoes in at the end if they're already soft. That'll work too. Mm. So there's my Sunday morning andouille hash. I guess you could make it any morning, but Sunday just feels right for this. You could serve this at a Sunday brunch, and I'm pretty sure anyone who tried it would enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. It sure does help. And if you're interested in any of the items I used in this video, I'll put links in the description below. That way you can check them out yourself. If you're already a subscriber to my channel, thank you. Thanks for coming back and watching some videos. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. And if you do, make sure you click that bell. That way you'll get notifications anytime I put out a new video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.